Food security means everybody having equal opportunity to have access to the food that they want and need that's both healthy and not too expensive for them.
It means not having to worry about where your food comes from.
Having food.
Making sure everyone has the means and access and opportunity to get food when they need it.
Self-reliance, self-sufficiency, growing food, knowing where your food comes from,
Having enough food.
a banana with a gun.
That there is a sufficient amount of nutritionally balanced food available in an equitable and accessible manner to all people in the community.
Well, I suppose also free from complicity with unethical practices. So we're talking about what? Poisons of a physical and moral kind.
Being comfortable with what food that you eat and where it comes from.
Comfort. It's a thing of comfort. That was the security of knowing that I can get food when I want it in the amount of what I want, and that makes me feel very secure.
A sufficient amount of food to eat every day.
I guess when I think about it, I think 3 meals a day and snacks. Ideally, a healthy meal is always preferred. Just having the access and the ability to get food that your body needs and you're able to feed yourself and your family.
Some of the recent data is that there's about 1.3 million people in North Carolina that are food insecure. The other side of that, there's about 96 billion pounds of food that's wasted every year. It's about 20% of everything that's grown in the field is either thrown away, wasted, whatever. It doesn't get to the table of people that are hungry. That's enough to feed every hungry person in the United States.
And it's predominantly in this area. It's like, I'm used to grocery stores competing for lower prices. Oh, shop here, we have the lowest prices. Whereas here, everything's like, it's organic and it's locally grown and you get what you pay for.
To me, food insecurity is a whole lot of what we're being sold right now.
They've been talking about this for 30 years, and there's not been that much of a change.
Food security is too basic. I mean, we need healthy food, we need safe food, we need abundant food, we need fairness. You know, everybody has to have access. There has to be a grocery store in every neighborhood. Our cheapest food shouldn't be fast food. We should. There's a cost factor when it comes to food security that I think we forget. Yeah, anybody can have expensive food, but we need good, cheap food.
You know, you can eat a lot of food and you can still be malnourished. There's a difference between undernourished and malnourished.
We talk a lot about how the local food movement is part of this food security issue, but also to talk to someone who was really concerned about just getting any kind of food, no matter where it came from.
I think one of the most astonishing things to me is the backpack program that's up and running in so many schools, and to me that's a very telltale sign when kids don't have food to eat on the weekends.
Okay, well, there's countless things that you can do to get involved in the issue of food insecurity. But I think the most important thing is to get out there and see it for yourself.
There's lots of places where you can go to find out more information and help the people that are in need that we've been talking about.
The ideal of food security means to me is everybody involved in food, involved in the community of providing food for themselves, their neighbors, and their friends.
Just seems like nobody in this world should be hungry, and it's a way to show that you care about people.
It's important to remember that when you're growing something, you break the chain, and it sometimes stays broken.
The world should be organized in such a way that no one has to wonder where their next meal is coming from, and that's a not just a local issue, but obviously a global issue.
Great way to inform yourself is to look at the policy that's going on right now. For example, the Farm Bill. Figure out what's happening with the farmers. Figure out things like about food stamps, people, their access to food if they don't have enough money.
What needs to be done right now is for people to contact their representatives, contact senators, contact as many people as they can to really get the word out and advocate.
No dairy, no sweets, only ripe vegetables, fresh fruit and whole wheat. I'm from the old school, my household smell like soul food, bruh. Curry falafel, barbecue tofu, no fish though, no candy bars, no cigarettes.